So good evening everyone. Myself Harshit Tare. I'm from the Next Genius. So today we have already got to know a lot more about SCT and ACT exams, their syllabus, the preparation part, the acceptance thing, and which one suits you the best. So now let us try to understand more about this, about the registration part from the Nikita ma'am. So I would like to welcome you ma'am over here, and let's start the next session.
Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. And I am Nikita. I'll be guiding you through how to fill in your registration form for SAT. So, let me quickly share my screen with you all. Although the process is really simple, there are a few things you need to keep in mind to make it more smooth. So, since we are new, we'll first of all enter the website which says www.collegeboard.org. This is the organizing body for SAT exams. Go to this website, and since we do not have an account on the website, yes, we'll first of all create the account. You can see here the option which says sign up. Please click on this option first of all. And because you're a student, so we'll be creating account by clicking on this I am a student. So this form, very short form will appear at first, which will ask you about your general information. Fill in your first name. Middle name is optional. You may choose to fill it or you can skip it as well. Not a problem. Fill in your last name as well. And then click on your gender. Choose your date of birth. Make sure all these details that you are filling in, they match with your identity card, which is either a passport or your Aadhaar card, preferably a passport. Fill in the email address, whatsoever you want to have it. Make sure this email address is valid because you will be receiving all the notifications on this email address regarding your SAT. Confirm your email address, move on, enter your high school graduation details. So when are you going to pass your high school? If I am in 12th grade currently, I'll be passing my high school in the year 2021. Enter the zip postal code. If you're a non-resident to US, just tick on this box which says outside the US. Fill in your school details here, which school you go to. If in case your school is not found here, just click on this box which says, my school is not listed. Proceed. Create a username for yourself. Now this username has to be something that you can remember and you do not forget. Create a password for yourself. This password here has got certain instructions which you need to follow. So you can see here, it must be 9 to 30 characters long, which should contain a capital letter, a small letter, a number, and a special character. For example, you can add @, you can add hashtag on something. Make sure that you note this password somewhere with you so that you do not forget it. Confirm your password. Choose a security question. You can choose any of these. You can choose to answer that question and then provide the address line. Now it has got certain instruction as well. If you're providing your address line, make sure you do not put any comma, any full stop, or any special character while filling this line. Otherwise, it will not accept your address. Address line 1 is enough, 2 and 3 are optional. You can skip them. Click on the city, choose the city that you are living in. Choose the country. Definitely for me, it is India. So I'll choose India here. If in case you want to receive certain information or notifications on your mobile phone, you may enter your mobile number here and then you can click for this service. Proceed. All this information is now optional. You may choose to fill it or you can skip that as well. This includes your parents' detail. After that, click on I agree with terms and conditions and click on next. This will create your College Board account. Now, once the account is created, go back to the website www.collegeboard.org. Now, the username that you created for yourself, enter that username here. That's my username. I'm using it for the time. Enter your password that you created. Repeating again, make sure that you save it somewhere with you so that you do not forget. And then click on sign in. 1 second. My password is, if in case by any chance you forget your password, you can recover it as well. Now it will redirect you to this page. Click on this yellow button, yellow option that is there. Then click on My SAT. At times, the site might take a bit of time to load. So please do not try to refresh or do not go back. Just go with the flow. Now, what are we here for? We are here to register for the SAT. Click on the same. The whole registration form will include certain steps: updating your personal information, creating your profile, choosing the test and center, then uploading your photo, and then finally checking out by paying the fee that is required. There'll be certain information that will be mandatory. There'll be certain things that are not mandatory. So you may skip those non-mandatory things for the time. Again, it is a personal information form. Certain information, it will directly pick it up from your previously filled form while you were creating your account. For example, your name, your last name, your gender, your date of birth. Now, write down your school's name here. If in case you're not able to find your school name, click on this option. Choose your country first of all. Suppose it is India. If in case you are not able to find your school listed here, these are the options that are already listed. If in case you're not able to find your school here, just click on this option, can't find your high school, and then you can click this option, my high school is not listed. So click on select. Again, the graduation date has been picked up from the previous form. Your current grade level, suppose I am in grade 12th, so I'll choose 12th. My mailing address is outside US. That's my street address. Again, it is without the comma or without full stop. My city I have filled, that's my number, and I've checked this box. I'll click on continue then. Now, they'll redirect you to certain questions which are related to the caste, the origin, and things. The safest answer to all these questions is, I do not wish to respond. If in case you want, definitely you can choose any of these options. But as a preference, I would recommend this option as the safest one. So about your race, I do not wish to respond. Then they'll ask you about your parents' education level. For one parent, it is compulsory. For the other one, it is optional. So just fill this information. Please note all the questions with this red mark, red asterisk are mandatory that you need to fill for sure. The other ones, you can leave them as it is. They'll ask you questions about the languages you speak. If it is English another, if it is English only, whatsoever it is, you may choose an option. Then the language you know the best, choose a relevant option. Then they'll ask you about religiously affiliated colleges. Again, this is not a compulsory question. We'll just leave it blank. Now we have got this option here, update later. That means all the following pages that will come now have got non-mandatory information. So we'll just not update them right away. You can choose to update them later. All these informations are not disclosed to any university or any college. They are just for the record purpose of College Board. Now this page is there which says terms and conditions. So you may choose to read all these terms and conditions really carefully. They'll be talking about what all things you need to carry to your exam center, what all practice you need to do for preparing your SAT and everything. You can just go through them and then scroll down. Click on I agree to SAT terms and conditions, because eventually you will have to click this option. Click on continue. Here, now you need to review the information that you have put in. The testing country, if it is outside US, click on this. If it is in US, you're flying to US or you're residing in US, click on the first option. What is the test that we are registering for? It is SAT. So click on that. Do not get confused with SAT and SAT subject test. These both are different tests. Choose the date that you wish to register. My preference is 13th March. And for this March, for 13th March, I can register till 12th of February, no later than that. Now here comes one part, SAT essay. Now this is something which is not compulsory, but yes, we do recommend that you take SAT with the essay. Still, you need to consult with your counselor once that whether you need to take it or not. It's going to cost you additional $16. Testing accommodations, if in case you have any, generally we do not have, but still consult with your counselor first. If in case you're given any fee waiver, click on yes, check with the counselor. If in case it is not, click on no. Then comes the student answer service. It is of no use, but it's going to cost you another $15.50. So we generally recommend that you do not go for student answer services. Click on this option and then click on continue. All right, let's review the information once again. It is SAT with essay, it is test center, test date, and then the testing country is outside the US. Let's choose our test center now. So there are certain centers which are already listed here. The ones that are in black, bold font, these are the available centers. The ones that are in gray, they are not available. That means the seats are not available there. So you can choose any center, you can scroll, you can go to next page and then check out what all centers are available. It is recommended that you choose the center which is nearby your place so that you save time while commuting. Suppose I accept this center, Whitefield, Bangalore. So I'll just click on select here. Review once again. If all the information that's shown here is correct, just click on continue. You need to be a bit patient while filling the form because the site is a bit slow at times. Now here comes the photo uploading part. So whatever photograph you upload, make sure that you keep the soft copy of your passport size photograph handy in your computer while you are filling the form. The background should be clear, the hair should be neatly done, it should be a presentable one. Please note down all these points. Upload the photo and then again click on continue. They'll provide you an option if in case you want to opt for SAT study guide, but if in case you're already preparing with some institution or something, we recommend that you do not go for this guide. It's going to cost you additional almost $30. So that's of no use. Just click on continue. All right, so just have a look at the admission ticket. This is how your admission ticket will look like. It will contain all the information that you have provided. Repeating again, please make sure that whatever details you enter here, they match with your identity card. It has to be a passport, or in India, it can be an Aadhaar card, but preferably a passport. Just review all the information, check out your test date, test type, test center, and then let's proceed with the payment process. So the amount that it's going to cost you will be $117. The payment will be made through a credit card or a PayPal account only. No debit cards will be accepted. Click on make payment, agree with the information, and then click on confirm. I repeat, no debit cards, please, they'll not be accepted. Choose any payment method. Through which channel are you trying to pay? Suppose I paid through the credit card, click on that and click on submit. There we are at the last step. Fill in all the credit card details and then proceed with the credit card details and then click on submit once you enter all the details. It'll just be done. You'll just be done with the payment at this step, and then you will receive the confirmation ticket from your College Board account. So that's all from my side. If in case you have any questions, you can just let me know.
Thank you very much, Nikita ma'am. It was really a lot much clarity about filling up the form, the preferences about few questions. Lot many times students get very much impatient, like what at times the server is pretty slow.
Yes.
So yeah, it was really helpful for students, I guess. There are a few questions I would like to take you through.
Sure.
So before how many months should I register?
You will get the registration date once you start registering on the website. So you will get the last date. Generally, before 2 months, you can register for an exam, 2 to 3 months.
Okay, I guess this question has been repeated, but I would like to ask again, how many times a student can give these exams?
Till the time you are in 12th, you can give it multiple times. But for a single date, you cannot register for multiple times. Certain times students have this doubt that if in case, there during this COVID time, especially that the centers has been canceling or something. So it's not like that you can register for multiple centers on a same date. It has to be one registration for one center and one date.
Okay. Is there any concession for SAT registration fees? And if yes, how to apply for it?
There is a fee waiver which you need to consult your counselor for. They'll be helping you out with this.
Okay, that's great, ma'am, Nikita, ma'am. It was really very much helpful for us to understand the registration process. Thanks a lot. See you at the next session. So thank you for now.
Thank you so much.